in as much as we advocate for our mountain issues, we also have to be sensitive to other people.
Do you think Rigathi agrees with you on this?
He doesn't have to necessarily agree with me.
Because now,
but if it's a fact,
like you
it's
said
a fact.
Earlier, he has a lot of sway in the mountain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he is not speaking the language that you're speaking.
No, Rigathi needs to realize that he has the mountain with him. He doesn't have to talk much and punch again about the mountain. He already has the mountain. He actually needs to be seen to be more accommodative to other communities. He needs to be seen to be advocating the same energy he's using for the mountain. He needs to be seen to be advocating for the people who are evicted in other areas. He needs to be seen to be advocating for the forgotten communities of this country. Yeah, if really he's a national leader, we need to see Rigathi Gachagua use the same energy and stamina to fight for other Kenyans other than just the people of the mountain. That's my take. He may like it or not like it, but I think that to me that's my approach. He has a very good he has a good way of pushing issues. In our community we say ni kimoda. Kimoda ni mtu ambaye akona njia za kusukuma za kufanya kazi na kupata ile anataka. He has a way of doing things. I wish he can use that now energy to fight for other communities, fight for Kenyans, fight for pay slips so that we don't have any more deductions, fight for us so that we don't suffer more taxation. But he must also dissociate himself in his campaigns from the mountain connotation, because he has fought for the mountain enough. By the way, the other day he talked about PSAs who are just about to be removed from government. When he spoke about it, William Ruto was scared. He had to spare them. I mean, he's done it. We already believe in Gachagua's energy to fight for the mountain. It is time for him to move out and fight for the Turkanas of this country. It is time for him to move out and fight for the Luos of this country. He has to do that.
Have you told him?
Yes, I have, many times.
What does he say?
Unajua siasa iko na shida zake.
That's what he says.
No, not what he says. I'm telling you.
Okay. He doesn't give a clear-cut answer because of the dynamics. Is what you're saying.
Janet said earlier, when someone shows you who they are, you believe them the first time.
Yeah.
If he's not if it's not already on his radar, having been deputy president, that he should be fighting for people in Turkana, for people in Lodwar, for people in the mountain, for people. If he's not already cognizant of that, I don't think there's anything that could be.
And there is no leader who ever comes and convinces me that you're a national leader, and you never did anything when our boys and girls were being butchered in this town.
My last question:
Yes.
What was either the incentive or the disincentive for UDA and Kenya Kwanza MPs to vote for the finance bill and to toe the party line?
I think that's a rhetoric question you're asking me.
No.
Because there are many stories of people being given money. You've heard people say they were given money. It's in the public arena. And people had to toe the line because the offer was just too tempting, I hear.
You hear? But no one offered you.
No, nobody can dare. I'm that person who can never be dared with such kind of approaches, because definitely I will not.
The incentive was money. What was the disincentive?
Disincentive was the Gachagua himself. For the last 2 years when he was in power, he didn't carry himself in a pleasant way that would appeal to most members to support him. He was a bit too aggressive. His language was a bit too off-key. His conduct was sometimes off the radar. I feel, this is my take. Because, I also try to talk to members and telling them, please support us, don't impeach Gachagua. And they will say, no, he called me this name.
Okay.
He treated me this way. I went to his reception, he refused to see me, He came to my constituency, he didn't even greet me, So he also added some catalysm. He catalyzed the process of impeaching himself.
Okay.
Yeah, but that does not mean that we blame him 100%. Of course, there were other actors around that were fueling the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. But may I say this? The same humiliation they served Rigathi Gachagua. The same humiliation God is going to serve them. Yesterday, a mugumo tree in Githunguri fell. In my culture, when a mugumo tree falls, something big, great happens. One big pillar falls.
Okay.
A pillar is falling soon.
Let's leave it there.